Hey everyone, happy Friday. I'm here for our little bonus training. I told you that I was going to be doing some random fun things, fun surprises, oops, excuse me, in this new community. So this is one of them. I'm going to be doing some more like random bonus trainings every now and then on top of other fun surprises that I'm going to keep a secret for right now. But if you're here with me, say hi, let me know. I see quite a few people here already, which is great. Just leave a comment, let me know you're here. And so let me get rid of these messages. My husband's texting me. So before we dive into this bonus training, I'm going to pick the winner of our next hot seat coaching call. So woohoo, very excited for this. For those who do not know, as a member, as an active member, you can enter to win a hot seat coaching call with me. And I just select these at random. You don't have to do anything else except for enter your name and email. And then I pick somebody and then we go live and we do a free coaching call with that person. So we have, here, let me pull my screen up so that you can see who we have. So we have, there it is. So we have 4 people who have entered for our hot seat coaching call. So if you have not entered, make sure that you do enter in the future. I'll share the link once this is over. You can also find it in your client portal. The link, it's just a very short form for you to enter your details and then you can enter to win. So let's go ahead and spin. And oh, Mathia, thank you for letting me know. I was having internet problems earlier, but they should be fixed now. So I don't know. I'm not sure if that's you or if it's not working for other people as well. But anyway, let's go ahead and spin this wheel. Who is going to be the winner of the hot seat coaching call? It is Jessica. Jessica, yay, Jessica Berry, you are the winner of the next hot seat coaching call. So I don't know if you're here live or not, but if you are, I will send you, or my team will send you the details so that we can schedule it and then we can go live and chat and I get to support you. So yay, very excited for that. As a reminder, hot seat coaching calls are open for anybody. Anybody can apply for these and you can win just like Jessica did. Cool. All right, so let me get rid of this and then I'm going to dive into our little bonus training. Let me just fix my windows a little bit. So what we're going to be talking about today is, actually, you know what, let me take this off because I want to share a couple of things first. So what we're talking about today is, how do I phrase this? So in this bonus training, we are going to be talking about the ability to stream live into Facebook groups, your website, your course portal, whatever it is that you want to stream a live video into without having to be on Facebook, without having to be on social media. Now, the reason that I even came up with the idea for this training is because I was forced to, one, create a new community outside of Facebook, and 2, come up with a solution that would allow me to stream our live trainings, our live calls into a space that was not in Facebook. And the reason for that is because they recently announced that they are removing the ability for third-party tools to stream into groups. So if you have a group, a Facebook group, or if you have wanted to create a Facebook group for, I don't know, if you're hosting a collaboration, if you're hosting a program and you needed a Facebook group, you will no longer soon, I mean, maybe now, I haven't tried it in a couple of days, you will no longer be able to stream from a third-party tool like Zoom, StreamYard, one of those tools, there's others too, into a Facebook group. You will also lose the ability to use, if you are scheduling any posts or like you have a tool that bulk schedules posts for you, anything like that that's coming from a third-party tool that's not integrated into the Meta platform, you will not be able to use anymore, okay? So that's why I had to come up with this solution, all right? And it combines really 2 main things. So it combines a platform called StreamYard, which I am using right now for this, and it also includes a place that you can embed an HTML code. And it could be any place. This could be a landing page. This could be a place on your website. This could be a place in your course or membership portal. You just have to be able to embed an HTML code. Okay. So let's dive into how to actually do this and how to set this up. Now, before I go into this, I will tell you, you have to be on a paid StreamYard plan in order to do this. Okay. I am personally on the professional plan because I needed a larger audience to stream to. So just know that before we dive into this, but I do have a special credit that you can get when you sign up to StreamYard through my link. You can get a $10 credit on your account, so you can save some cash. So I'll put that below for you as well. Now, how do we do this? So what we need to do, oh, actually the other thing I want to talk about before we go into this. Now, if you're worried about spending money on another tool, on another platform like StreamYard, what you can actually do is use StreamYard and actually get rid of Zoom, which is what we are going to be doing. So this tool will replace the need for a tool like Zoom because we're not using that to go into an external location anymore. We're using this. Now, if we needed a place for people to come together in a large group, there are tons of other resources out there. Like for group coaching calls, things like that. Google Meet is one of them. It's completely free, right? There's Google Meet. There's a lot of other third-party tools that you can get for lifetime deals and whatnot. So if that was one of the things that was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to have to pay for another tool, don't let that keep you away from it because it's actually cheaper to use this than some of the Zoom accounts. Okay. So I did want to very quickly mention that before we dive into it. So let me put this up here. Now, what needs to happen first is you need to have StreamYard account, right? So you can see here I have a couple of different streams created right here. Let me just move my screen over so I can see this. Okay, so what you're going to do is once you're in your StreamYard account, you will click create and you're going to choose this option. So if you've used StreamYard before, you previously would have chosen live stream, okay? And this would allow you to stream to any of their integrated platforms, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, all of those. Okay, now it doesn't really allow you to do that anymore, or they're removing the ability for you to do that. So now we have to host this like a webinar. So it's not necessarily a webinar, but you're going to use this setting in order to do that. Okay, so you're going to click that option. You're going to say source. This will automatically show up for you right here. It will say StreamYard on air, and then you'll just create the title. So I'll just say title of my training. And then you'll put in the description of my training. It's great. Okay. If you want to allow registration, you can. I don't because I don't need to. Because again, these are hosted on my platforms where I'm inviting people to join. So I don't necessarily need registration, but you can do that if you want to. Then you'll just say the date for the training. I'm going to do this here. I'll just do this over here so you can see what this looks like in the future, the amount of time it's going to take, and then you can upload a thumbnail. Okay. Now I'm going to give you a template that you can use. Okay. So that you won't have to create your own. I'm going to give you one. And hold on, where did I put that? Right here, right here. Okay. So it's going to look like this, and then you can update it with whatever branding you want, but at least it's sized for this specific, specific use case. Okay. And then you're going to click create. It's going to create it. Perfect. Now, what you're going to do is when you say share with viewers right here, it's going to give you two options. It's going to give you a link, and this is a link that you can send to somebody. I'll show you what that looks like, and they can watch the training on this page. Okay, so you can see all of the details right here. Okay, or you can embed it, which is what we're going to talk about today. You can embed this into another place, which is what I do. Okay, and I actually give people the option, if they want to view it in a bigger screen, to use the link as well. So I use a combination of both, but it's always embedded. All right. Now, once you have this code created, you need to put this code somewhere. All right. So like I said, we use this in our membership portals. We use this in the community. I'm just going to show you how to do this on a landing page. So it's very easy. So I'm just going to come over here to just a blank page in my system.io account. I just created one right here, just an example page. I'm going to click edit. And then I need, like I said, I need an HTML box, which I don't have in this template that I created. Whoops. All right, so let me just, hold on a second. I didn't think about that. So here, we're just going to do this example 2. Let's create a different one. You just have to make sure that you have the ability to add an HTML box in there. Okay. So I'm going to say edit page. I'm just going to delete this section right here so we can get rid of it. Now, okay, down here we have the ability to add an HTML field. Perfect. So now what we want to do is click copy. We're going to add that HTML in here. Great. And you can see it shows up with that thumbnail that I created, right? And you can also see it has the date up here. Live on-air stream beginning this date. If I had registration turned on, it would also give you the option to register for it. So let me just go ahead and do that so you can see what that looks like. Now, if you are using like Instagram or YouTube and you wanted to stream it, you can actually add those platforms as well, okay? So this use case right here is more for if you wanted to keep it more gated, where you only want to share with your members, or you want to share with a very small group of people and you don't want to share it with the public, okay? So we go back in here to our settings. Let's turn registration on right here. We'll just say that anybody can register, name, email. All right, perfect. And then in here is where you can update your settings for your watch page. You can have a chat, make it on demand, so you can make it available after the case. Now, I would recommend doing this so that the replay lives on. If you don't have this turned on, it will not, the replay will not be available. You can go back and download the replay inside of StreamYard after it ends, but I would just recommend leaving this on, okay? So registration is turned on. So then you can see here, it automatically updated in that embed. So if we were to look at this like a new page, you can see here, this is the title of my training. This is when it's happening. Enter your name, email, and you can register. Okay, so this is what it will look like if you turn on the ability for people to register for your training. And then it has more of that like webinar feel to it. Okay, but again, you don't have to have that, and I don't use that personally for the use case that I have. Okay, and once you're done, like I said, it comes in here, and then you can just go ahead and download it. So then you can use it for whatever you need to use it for. All right. One other thing. I think that's it. So yeah, that was the main thing that I wanted to share, like I said, because it's really important to have a backup plan, honestly, because if you, here, let me remove my screen. It's really important for you to have a backup plan, because if the platforms go down, if like they did very recently, right? Everything shut down. And if these platforms go down that you don't have control over, you need to have a place where you can still connect with your people, connect with your audience. And this allows you the ability to do that, right? Because you can host this on any page, right? You can host this in your customer portal, your member portal, whatever it is, as long as it has an HTML embed code. So this really helps to just, like I said, give you a backup option in case you need it. And yeah, that's all from me today. I hope that this was helpful for you. If you have any other questions about this, you're more than welcome to post them in the comments, and I'm happy to answer to the best of my ability. Like I said, I will have a link for you to get a $10 credit to StreamYard. If you want to use System.io, that tool that I was using to embed that page, the code into, I will put my link for that below as well, so that you can access all of these different resources and just make it really, really easy and really simple for you to meet with your people, get in front of your audiences, really without any hiccups. So great. I hope that everybody has a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Bye.